This is STrangerTone, and today I'm going to be making a beat live. So anyways, let's get right into it. We're going to use SynthMaster here. This is one of my favorite synthesizers. It's got so many different sounds. So I went ahead and started off by clicking an analog. I tried to make another video earlier with this, but it started to fail and stuff, so I had to use a different computer screen recording program. But now I am here, and now we are going to choose a sound because I got a little delayed, but here we go anyways. No. Let's start out with this flute. Alright, let's go start by making a melody here. Let's do something like let's do let's turn up our volume all the way up here, and we're going to do something right here to make it sound better, more crystal. So we'll turn this up to like 0.6. So here we go. Alright, let's hear what this sounds like. I'm going to have to turn this down back a little bit. Let's turn this to 20. Let's see what we got here. Let's turn the tempo down a little bit. Sounding pretty good already, but I'm probably going to end up changing that sound. So let's copy and drag. Right here we go. Let's copy and drag each of these here. So we got that extended right there, and what we're going to do here is I'm going to actually go into my Edison right here, and I'm going to record this and save it as a WAV file onto here so that I can edit it a little bit better. So this is what I do to save time without having so many instruments up. So here we go. Let's hit record right here, and we're going to start this. See how it's recording right here and everything. So, and then the reason I did 2 bars is so that way you'll see here in a second. I'll chop it so where it doesn't sound like you know. I guess I'm not changing that instrument. I guess we'll just use this for now. And then I'll stop the recording. And then I will delete this. Well, let's replace it with a none. Let's replace it with a sampler for now. Alright, let's normalize this right here. This is going to get a little bit of a delay here at the beginning, so we're going to chop this off right here. And we're going to do it slowly, so that way because if you cut all that off at once, it'll make this part right here, like, it'll go down farther, and it'll just like make to where the sound sounds more faded in, like not actual, like, you would know what I mean if you've done it. So let's get right down here and chop this very little piece off here. Alrighty, so now we got this all prepared here, so we're going to put that into the playlist. We're going to rename this, and we're going to call it synth flute 1. Alright, we are going to, I'll show you here now what we're going to do. We're going to turn that down first. Okay, so we're going to turn this down to about, let's see what 25 sounds like. That's alright. So then we're going to chop this like this. And we're going to just drag that out like that to where it will, you can hear just a little bit of a loop sound, but when you get all the drums on there and the extra sound, it won't do that as much. So let's make some more sounds. Another good program that I like to use It's called Icarus. So we are going to let's go to some bells here. Let's go to some bell. And we're gonna turn this down definitely. Let's turn this down to like 30. I love the bells on this. Let's see here. We already got some notes in here, so let's hear what this sounds like. There we go, this sounds pretty cool. Now let's put this with this flute and hear what this sounds like. Let's go ahead and change this. This one sounds pretty cool, so let's do this. Let's hear what this one sounds like. Alright, definitely. We're cut. And then we are going to go ahead and record this now. So I muted this, and now we're just going to record this pattern here. So see, as this fades, as it fades, then we're going to stop it, because I don't want to just abruptly end to where, like, you know, it wouldn't sound good with the reverb cut off. It would just like stop like dee, and it would just stop without sounding like it faded out. So, and then I'd have to go in and do a fade out here on the edit tools and things like that. So we don't want to do all that. Let's just make it sound natural. So we're going to chop this down again, and we're going to put that into the playlist right here. So now we got this. Let's rename this one too. Alright, so we're going to rename this Bell 1 Gray. There we go. Alright, so now we're going to cut this like we did the other one. We'll cut this, and we're going to go ahead and drag this all the way out to here too. Anyways, what I was saying was you want to make sure you start with the start part of the sound, because if you start it here, it'll have like it has like this like abrupt, like it has this back sound behind it, like a reverb behind from where the melody plays. But anyways, we're going to turn this down because that was way too loud. So we got this at 15, back up there to 15, right there. Okay, so we're going to play this one at 20, so I'd say that's already sounding pretty good so far. So let's start adding some drums here. Alright, I'm gonna add some of my favorite drums here. I actually made my own kit here. I mean, it's okay. It's got a few sounds. I don't use some of these sounds, but some of these sounds I do use. This is actually one of my favorite kicks right here I use. But I'm using a different sound card because that's the only way I could get it to record with this. So everything, I'm not used to sounding like this. I usually use AESO for all, but I'm having to use my premium sound driver to record, so it kind of doesn't, like, you just have to kind of bear with me. So we're gonna bring this into the piano roll. Let's label this as let's rename this, and we're gonna call this Kicks. So this is going to be our kick patterns. So we're going to go into piano roll, and we're going to make a kick pattern here. So let me copy this note here, and let's do this right here. And we'll do that, something like that, and we're going to do just kind of a simple kick pattern. It's nothing too complex, but we're gonna do like something like this. This is simple. It's just a kick pattern, regular old kick pattern. So here's what it'll sound like. Now bear with me, it would sound a lot better with the AESO sound driver, but I can't use that with the recorder, so I will put the finished beat up for download if you want to hear it after it's done, like the way it actually should sound like, you know. Anyways, we're gonna pick a sound here for let's just use a basic clap. Let's use this one, and we're gonna put another clap over top of it, kind of like that one. So we'll use this with that little triangle in the background too, but oh well. So we're going to put this on every note right here. We'll place this into here, and we're going to rename this too. We'll rename this claps, and then we'll take this and we'll copy these notes onto this one right here, and here we go. We got ourselves a kick and clap pattern. So actually, I might as well put this FLP up, so if you guys want to finish this beat, I'm not actually going to finish this. I'm just going to leave this the way this is. These are the only instruments I'm going to keep on here, and you guys can finish this beat for me if you want. So I just put this as an empty project for you all to finish, and I might start doing stuff like this regularly to where I started beating and you guys finish it for me. So that'd be pretty cool, I think. Let's get some hi-hats now. So we're gonna go into the dirty sprite here. I like some of the hi-hats on here. Like this is one I use a lot. Trap hi-hat number 4. I usually like to use. It sounds a lot like number 3, but it has just a little bit different sound. So let's turn this down so it doesn't sound as. Let's do it about right there. So we're gonna make another pattern here, and we're gonna call this hats. And we're just gonna do I'll probably do a little bit of a different hi-hat pattern, because that's usually what's pretty famous in like trap beats and things. Is those hi-hats with those different patterns. So let's we're gonna change this to 2-step, and we'll do something like this. Let's do it. Let's do a 3-step, and we're going to do something like this, and we'll put one right here, and then I'm going to do a little downwards type roll here to where it'll be like that, and then I'll do a 3-step right here. We'll do a 3-step when it starts onto the next one, something like this, and we'll just do a little 3-step thing here. So, and then let's go back to 2-step here, and then we'll finish it with something like something like a 2-step thing right there, and then yeah, we'll finish it like that. So this is going to be our hi-hat pattern, and we're going to go ahead and layer this here too. So alright, this is what this will sound like. And then let's go ahead and do like some panning right here. I like to do this. This is where it makes it play on like different ears. So we'll start out like, well, let's keep this right here, and we'll start right here. We'll start as it like starts to shift into different ears, and then, well, let's keep this one right here, and let's do this one in this ear, and then we will have them to like shift into like on each side of the headphones, and then we'll do one right here. We'll do this minorly, where it'll shift like that, the downwards thing. And then we'll do this one up here, and this one down here. Alright, so now let's play this pattern by itself. It'll sound like this. You can't really tell too much unless you got headphones on. Which I got headphones on, so I can tell the difference of how the panning sounds. So we got our pan hi-hats. Now we're going to add some percussion, and I like to go into this Metro Boomin kit I got here for my percussion. Well, I got the same kit in this culture, and I did a little bit of editing to this kit, so let's use this one. Still got to edit it. I still got to get that part out of there. Now I use Crash 5 a lot. That's that basic crash that you hear a lot in Metro Boomin stuff. Like there's like a lot of trap music that just like, you know, like you've heard this crash before. So now we're going to go into our open hats here, and these are the ones that I kind of edited to get rid of the loop sounds on them. We're going to use this one. I like this one. We'll use that one. We'll use this one, but the pan effect needs to be over a little bit to where it's in the center. Okay, so we'll use this, and we'll use this hi-hat 5. We'll go ahead and use number 7 too. So we got our hi-hats here. And let's go ahead and start layering these. So I want to do this at every 4th step. We're going to put this one at every 2nd step. This sounds a little messed up here. Why is that panning effect not? Oh, I know why. Alright, this is the reason this is messed up is because I got this note pans on here. I forgot to change these back to centered, so that everything else is probably panned and shit. This is probably on the, no, it's not. This one is definitely panned. Yeah, we'll just delete these and replace them. Let's do one lower, and then we'll do one, yeah, let's do 2 of these lower here, and then we'll do this at like we'll do that at a high one, then regular, then high note for each like snare hit this is gonna play. So we'll get these all leveled out here, and now we got our percussion, so we'll rename this. We'll call it Perk. P-E-R. Percocet, Percocet, Percocet. Called it Percocet. I wish I had some Percocets. Anyways, here we go. We got our basic melody here. So let's just drag this out here to our ending points. Let's zoom in here and put this back to like, let's make it perfect. Now let's go ahead and do this one right here. Alright, So now we got our melody here. Let's get rid of our hats here to begin with, and we'll get rid of our kicks. The only thing we need left to do is some bass. So let's add some bass here. I like that bass. Actually, let's go into, I got some bass drums I use in here a lot. I haven't used my kicks in here a lot. I like this one. This is one of my favorite bass drums right here. My friend actually gave me this bass drum. Is this the one? That's not it. It's somewhere down here. That's the bass drum. Right here, it's a kick bass drum, kind of. Let's turn up our. Alright, we're gonna rename this back to master. I'll probably master some of these. I'll go ahead and master some of these melodies for you guys, but I'll leave most of this up to you guys. So let's copy our kick pattern here. And we're going to put this into our bass pattern. So we're going to do this here. And then we'll delete that one note there and delete these two notes there. So we'll just let's delete we'll delete that one and delete this one. And we will we're gonna find the melody. It's right there at this one, so we'll do this at a lower volume. And we're gonna wanna hit cut itself, because if you don't, the bass will override each other, so there we go. We're gonna do that for that up there. Kind of a high notes. Sometimes I do those notes where it hits high. And now we're going to rename this. Let's rename this bass too, because we've been doing that for each one. So this is bass. And now we're going to play this and hear what the final product sounds like, guys. And then I will leave it up to you guys to finish it. Pretty decent. Turn that bass up, definitely. So let's change this to a thing, and we're going to put a bass booster on here. So we got our bass booster here. Turn up the mid section a little bit. Let's go ahead and attach this right here, this synth right here to, well, we gotta do it to number 2. So let's well, this is made on FL12, guys, so you'll need FL12 to open this. Anyways, let's get some gross beat. Now let's single this out. And gross beat, a lot of producers use gross beat because it has different sounds in it. Let's do this scratch pattern. I use this a lot, scratch 7, and I'll turn this down to about 60, and we'll turn this one down to about 35. Let's do this at 55. Now listen to this. Now you can hear like a scratch sound. And we're going to turn this part right here up to where it sounds more high quality. Turn the bass ends down. Let's turn the mid just down, just a hair. Then we'll do that right there. Let's put some delay on this. So we'll put some like 3-step delay, and we'll turn this. Let's turn this delay down right here and turn this down a little bit too. But this is the main input volume. So let's change this to not a scratch. Let's do like a instead of a scratch, let's do a reverse sound. So we'll turn this down to 45, and here's what we got with the reverse sound. I'm digging that. So you can hear a little bit of a difference with that reverse on there, especially with the delay. So now let's do something to our bell here. Let's attach this to number 3, and we're going to edit this here too. So we'll turn this up too. We'll turn this bass end down. We'll turn the mid up a little bit on this one. We'll flatten it out a little bit, and then we'll go to let's not do delay on this one. Let's just go back to our gross beat again, and we're going. I already know what I want to do with this one. I'm going to put a high, like a 2x speed on here. So this is going to change this bell sound. So let's listen to this. What the fuck? Oh, I forgot. I gotta turn the time down. So we're gonna turn this to 25. And you can hear like a high pitched background. Let's turn to 20. And what that does is makes your beat sound a lot fuller with those little effects on there. You can definitely make 2 instruments sound a lot thicker than the way they were. That's why I like using gross beats. So alright, we got all this here, so let's listen to our final product, and I will save this FLP for you guys, and leave it to you guys to finish editing it. So alright guys, I hope you enjoyed, and this is me signing out, sTrangerTone. I will probably be doing more videos like this. So yeah, let's save this here and save it as an FLP, and let's play this little bit right here. Alright, peace out guys.